If you just dropped $1,000 on an M4 iPad Pro, you might want to return it right now. I am completely serious. The biggest threat to Apple's premium tablet lineup isn't coming from Samsung or Microsoft, it is coming directly from inside Cupertino, and they are terrified. For months, the rumors about the iPad Mini 8 have been relatively quiet, leading a lot of people to believe the small tablet was dead. But massive supply chain leaks are completely blowing the lid off what Apple has been doing behind closed doors for the last 2 years. If you thought we were just getting a tiny spec bump, you are dead wrong. We are talking about a completely redesigned 8.5-inch OLED pocket workstation that is going to cannibalize everything else they sell. Let's break down exactly why the leaked blueprint for this device are making industry insiders lose their minds. Every single time someone asks me about the current iPad mini, I have to warn them about the jelly scrolling. It is literally nauseating. But Ross Young recently confirmed what we have all been praying for. Apple is ripping out the outdated LCDs and placing a custom-engineered single-stack OLED panel right into the mini chassis. Do you know what that means for your daily driver? You finally get pure, infinite contrast ratios. When you watch a movie or read a comic book, the black pixels physically turn off. But here's where the LX dropped a bombshell. Because they're using a flexible OLED substrate, Apple shaved down the bezels dramatically. The device footprint stays exactly the same, but the screen stretches out to 8.5 inches. You can still easily palm it, but you're getting way more room to actually get work done. Now, I know what you're thinking. What about OLED burn-in on a device this small? That was my first thought too. Packing millions of self-illuminating pixels into a tiny aluminum frame usually guarantees massive thermal throttling. But DG Times just exposed Apple's secret weapon. They are integrating an ultra-thin titanium alloy layer directly into the mid-frame, combined with a newly redesigned internal graphite cooling shield. This pulls the heat directly away from the battery and disperses it across the outer edges. Will it work flawlessly? Honestly, I'll believe it when I see it. But the engineering schematics look incredibly promising. The only catch here is the refresh rate. Ming-Chi Kuo's latest supply chain checks indicate we are stuck at 60 Hz. They skipped the tandem OLED dual stack found in the Pros to avoid hitting you with a massive Apple tax. Are you guys okay with 60 Hz if it means getting a cheap OLED iPad? Or is that a complete deal breaker for you? Let me know because I'm torn. But the screen isn't even the wildest part of this leak. Let's talk about the silicon. Mark Gurman recently pointed out that Apple is aggressively pushing their localized AI, but you can't run massive large language models on an old chip. So Cupertino is dropping the absolute nuke. The iPad Mini 8 is getting the A19 Pro chip built on the bleeding-edge TSMC 3 nanometers yields. Yes, you heard that right. The exact same superchip going into the top-tier flagship iPhones is sitting inside an 8.5-inch tablet. Because the Mini has a much larger thermal envelope and a bigger battery than a phone, this chip doesn't throttle after 5 minutes of gaming. Internal developer benchmarks leaked by Shrimp Apple Pro show a ridiculous 69% jump in graphics performance. This thing handles hardware-accelerated ray tracing like an absolute beast. You can run massive open-world console games with global illumination while sitting on the bus. It completely changes the conversation around mobile gaming. And wait, it gets better. To make sure Apple Intelligence runs flawlessly offline, Mako Takara confirms the iPad Mini 8 is packing 12 gigabytes of LPDDR5X RAM across every single storage tier. This is unheard of for a base model Apple product. 12 gigabytes means seamless integration with on-device AI. You can hit record in a 2-hour lecture, and the A19 Pro's 16-core neural engine will transcribe the entire thing, translate it, and summarize key bullet points instantly, completely offline. Your data never touches a cloud server. Let's pivot to the physical build because this leak actually shocked me. If you use your iPad outside, at a job site, or just near a pool, you're always terrified of water damage. Well, say goodbye to the fear. Component orders spotted coming out of Vietnam indicate Apple has re-engineered the speaker grills and the USB-C port to achieve an official IP67 water and dust resistance rating. They designed a crazy hydrophobic acoustic mesh that lets audio out but blocks water from getting in. You can drop this thing in a meter of water for 30 minutes and it survives. They even put a moisture shutoff sensor in the charging port to prevent short circuits. That level of ruggedness makes this the ultimate outdoor companion. Finally, let's talk about the Apple Pencil Pro. The new OLED panel practically eliminates the gap between the glass and the pixels. Visual parallax is dead. When you write, the digital ink flows instantly from the tip. And because the bezels are smaller, they completely redesign the magnetic charging strip using ultra-dense neodymium magnets. You just slap the pencil on the side, and it charges. The A19 Pro then uses its neural engine to clean up your terrible handwriting and solve math equations in real time. Let's address the elephant in the room that everyone is searching for right now, the iPad Mini 8 release date and pricing. Based on the supply chain momentum, production is ramping up faster than expected. If you're looking to upgrade, you should seriously hold off. Buying any small tablet right now is a massive mistake when this redesign is literally right around the corner. The rumor mill suggests Apple is targeting a very aggressive price point to dominate the holiday shopping cycle. They know that if they price this correctly, it becomes the default computing device for students, pilots, doctors, and casual users, but also presents a massive problem for their own lineup. If you give users 12 gigabytes of memory, a screen with perfect contrast, and a chip that laughs at heavy rendering workloads, you actively kill the sales of your more expensive machines. That is exactly why they have spent 2 years trying to perfect the single-stack OLED thermal architecture. They needed to find a way to keep the cost down while still delivering a flagship-level experience. And honestly, it looks like they finally pulled it off. Are you planning to wait for this absolute powerhouse, or is the lack of a 120Hz display going to push you toward the Pro models? Drop your thoughts down below, because I guarantee Apple is watching the community reaction to these leaks very closely.